Okay, I wanted to talk about this pretty economical off-grid solar system. Kind of like best bang for your buck deal. Because everything I've chosen has been fairly cheap and not the best quality, but probably the minimal that you could probably get by with and still be good. Okay, the Xantrex is pretty decent. Inverter, where it convert 24 volts into house current. And then the Chinese charge controllers are practically free. You can get one for like $12. And I'm using two. I'm using one on each tracker. I've got two trackers. Each tracker has 3 panels on it, and each tracker is hooked to these charge controllers separately. And I have them both, the grounds hooked together. I don't know if you guys can see that. Right there's the 2 grounds hooked together, and then it goes into a watt meter so I can keep track of the watt hours, the voltage, the amps, and I can reset it each day. This thing here opens a circuit up and resets it. Anyway, then I like these the best, a lot better than the breakers, a lot more reliable. I've had problems with the breakers, just not working. Use them for a little while and then they just quit working. So I like these anal fuse holders, 150 amp. Okay, then golf cart batteries. These are just like Trojan T105s. They're no name brand. They're Blims. They probably don't charge up, quite as full as a brand new Trojan T105, but I didn't pay very much for them. $90 each. So I've got 4 of those, and that's about the minimum. That is the minimum amount of batteries that I could get. For this system, it still has 800 amp hours, 860 amp hours, I think, which is quite a few. And I haven't run out of power yet. I'm in there running my TV from probably noon till way past midnight, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning sometimes. Never runs out of power, ever. And it does great. It's been running all day. It says 25.9 volts. That's 25.8. That's about 13 volts almost. It's pretty full. I mean, it's not floating, but if it were a sunshiny day, it would be floating. So, anyway. Oh, and I like these to cut your panels off. It's called a Baby Midnight Solar Breaker Box. Those are only about $30, and then you got to buy the switches. I think they're probably about $20 each, but that's the way to go on that. I need an outside combiner box too. And I use these marine deals sometimes to combine my panels. They're bus bars. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys how you could do the best bang for your buck solar system. I could plug my ice box into this and just probably run it continuously, as long as it wasn't too cloudy for very often. It ain't gonna be no problem here. This next week shows all sunshine, but I believe I still could do it. I mean, I've got plenty of voltage. I'm gonna try that next. But anyway, oh, and I forgot to tell y'all, I put a power strip on it right there, because really I just needed a short cord, because I passed through the wall right here with some conduit, and then I put a plug on that, and then this is a plug-in type inverter because it has a breaker on it, ground fault, GFI, circuit breaker. Anyway, that's for safety. It's supposed to trip, you know, if it detects a short. And that's one of the next things I'm going to be doing is installing a ground rod. I don't know if y'all can see that ground rod over there. But it's been raining so much I haven't had a chance to install it. Behind this door here, I started digging a hole with post hole diggers. I'm going to dig it down about 2 or 3 feet. And then I'm going to pound it the rest of the way with a board. I'm going to drill a hole in a 2x6 and put it over it and then pound it with a sledge the rest of the way. But I'll get it in there. And we're going to ground this electrical box here and this inverter. And I forgot to tell you, this is really kind of a video for people who, you know, just starting solar, what they can do. This is an outdoor cord. It's for a snowblower. It's made out of rubber. It's silicone. It's 100 feet long. It's a 12-3. That means it's 12 gauge, 3 wire, has a ground. Anyway, I made this plug-in, see, up underneath my carport, and it goes into conduit and then passes through the wall. Anyway, that's how I can open and shut my door instead of slamming it on this wire here. And then it, as you can see, it goes over to the house. Now that's kind of a temporary thing, but it is something you can do. And it is a waterproof wire. And they use them for snow blowers in the wet snow. But next I'm going to bury a wire and some conduit for that, because my wife wants to be able to mow. And I'm probably going to bury all my solar cables. Alright, I know this was kind of a long video, but I wanted to kind of go over all that stuff that I got. Is pretty much the good stuff, but best bang for your dollar stuff that you could get. Give y'all some ideas. Anyway, nobody liked my homemade combiner box. I'm gonna get a good one. Anyway, thanks for watching, and comment, subscribe. And this is a commercial-free channel. I don't make money off this. I could. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Oh, one more thing. I don't know if y'all can see it, but that's a heat sink off a CPU. And I put the Chinese charge controller on top of it and some CPU grease. Both of these. That's a Dell heat sink back there. One of them old black Dells from the, about 95 or 6. Anyway, put CPU grease on it, and then I cinched her down to it, and it keeps it cool. And so I can run more amps through that because of that. I mean, the MOSFETs I think are 80 amp MOSFETs, but they get hot, so you got to keep them cooled off. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Guess this really is it for now. It's really for the new guys. I noticed I had some new subscribers wanting to know about solar information. Hope this helps.